Slow on you now and just give me some reaction. I just want you.
Still rubbing minds, and we're going straight to news on the front page. I have Nnamdi with me. Nnamdi Anekwe, great to have you.
Thanks for having me.
Looking sharp, bro. Happy Easter.
Thanks, man.
All right, quickly, statewide fitness day. Give a quick background about that for those who do not know, and then what's your take on it? Is this the right time for that?
Well, from my observation and feedback that I got, the president was not supposed to have come to Lagos because if you look at what is going on around the country and comparing with what he came to do in Lagos, you discover that it's not a priority of the president to come and recommission a project that was commissioned in 2013 by his predecessor, and we have this in Kaduna State. That same day, we have 11 soldiers that were being buried. They died as a result of fight with the armed bandits in Buhari area of Kaduna State. So we feel that some of us felt that the president was supposed to be attending to state matters, not coming to Lagos for the Bola Tinubu's colloquium, because what are the lessons or what are the takeaways from that colloquium? We are supposed to have seen the event as a showcase of APC's government projects and some of the change that they promised the country, but all we see is a blame game, and to worsen the whole thing, we saw a whole lot of discomfort to the citizens of Lagos State.
Well, let's cue in on the discomfort. I mean, social media went crazy on that particular day. Stories of people who were in terrible situations because of the gridlock. I think I even read one in particular of a fellow media person who saw a young man trying to drive father to hospital and couldn't get through, so had to carry the father on his back to run through.
Exactly.
And there were instances like that. Do you think, or how do you think the state should have responded to this? Because
well, if you now wanted the president to come at all costs, the shutdown of roads were unnecessary. We have the president of the most powerful country in the world move around America without any discomfort to citizens. Our security is so designed in the military era for regime security, not for resident or for citizen security. We should have a situation where at every bus stop you have an itinerary whereby you can stop traffic while the president is moving. The president could have helicoptered from the airport to the State House in Lagos, or to a safe location in Lagos on the island, and now so the whole thing was not managed well by the security services, and is also a terrible political blowback for the president and his party.
All right, then. The issue of the colloquium, you mentioned the takeaway, but there was a particular statement where Bola Tinubu said he urges Nigerians not to accept PDP's apologies. Do Nigerians have the luxury of trusting the current president for another tenure, in your opinion? Well,
the PDP is in their humility has apologized by the chairman of the party held a rally the other day and apologized to the country, and also the publicity secretary climbed on that as well. For me, as a person and also as a very partisan person, I do not think the Nigerians should trust the president, that's President Buhari, for another 4 years, because for the past 3 years they've not been able to tell us what they've been able to achieve. If you look at the health sector, we have the Lassa fever crisis going into double digits. You look at the infrastructure development, we don't have the exact, we don't see any traction in some of these. You look at internal security. Internal security is the biggest, one of the hallmark of our constitution is the security of lives and property by the president. But you look at, in Zamfara State, the other day they buried some dozens of people, and you see some of these armed men moving around in broad daylight. You go to Kaduna State, the Buhari case, you have armed men mauling our soldiers. You know, you come to the southeast, all kinds of security threats around the country. You know, we have not addressed the issue of herdsmen and the farmers. So we do not. I do not think this current government has performed to the extent Nigerians can trust them at the polls.
Okay, the former Senate president confessed to rigging elections, talking about Deputy Senate President Ibrahim Mantu. That's pretty heavy.
Well, Mantu, you know, Senator Mantu should have submitted himself to the security services and being able to confess to the authorities which of the elections was he able to rig. You know, is it 23? Is it 2007? Is it 2015? He should not come and make generalizations.
This Mantu story, and I'm just going to take a quote. Mantu revealed that he gave money to officials of INEC and security operatives. He discloses during an interview on a channel's television program called Hard Copy, and I quote, he says, "I don't have to go and change election, that is the results, but when you provide money, you give money to INEC boys that if they see any chance, they should favor you. You provide money to the security personnel. I tell you, it's not necessarily that I'm contesting election, but when my party sponsors a candidate, I would like that candidate to win election." Isn't that a criminal offense?
You know, I think Mantu should, like I said, he should go to the security services and, you know, make statement to them as regards to how he has been able to rig elections for his party or whenever he's running. But I think to this comment, I doubt if Mantu was in the Senate, would he be making this comment? You know, because I recall in 2007, he lost re-election, and ever since he has not been able to find himself in the corridors of power.
Is it grabbing for attention?
You know, because I think Senator Mantu is a spent force, you know, in Plateau State and also in national politics. So he's trying to make up for some of his shortcomings, or maybe he's trying to confess and, you know, be in the good books of his maker before he goes home. But like I said, he should go to the security agencies, make these statements, and, you know, if they found any criminal act in it, then he should make.
But what do you think? I mean, 2019 is literally around the corner. What metrics do you think should be put in place to avoid election rigging? Yeah,
I think, you know, from the collation, from the polling unit, you know, if we have an immediate transmission of votes from the polling unit to the national headquarters of the INEC or the state headquarters, I don't think there will be rigging, because this rigging happens between polling units and the collation center. You know, manual collation. We are still doing manual collation. Now, you know, Mantu is referring to INEC, to the security services. If he sees an opportunity, he wants to rig. Now, some of these things happen. You know, security services, they score the votes. The votes to the ballot papers to the INEC collation center, to the local government, down to the state. So these are the loopholes that makes for rigging of an election. So if you have a polling unit, a transmission of votes, you know, 50 people vote in a polling unit, and you transmit the votes to the collation center in the headquarters or the states, you know, it's going to curb the rigging in 2019
All right, then.
election.
I mean, federal government released Treasury looters list. It is laughable, misleading, says PDP. Now, a list was basically put out there that points fingers at certain people who looted heavily in the trillions, so to even billions, so to speak. But it's all this coming to light seems to be a recurring incident. All this comes to light, but what happens after? Because these are very shocking numbers.
You know, the APC has politicized the war against corruption. You know, you have on the APC side some of the PDP elements that they claim to have looted the treasury. They are serving in Buhari's government. You know, you have some of the PDP guys, they've taken them to court, they've not convicted them. They are saying that they are treasury looters. So let us see a holistic approach to the war on corruption. Let us see prosecution and logical conclusions by conviction. Then you can now tell us, you can report to Nigerians, these are who we have convicted. Now they are naming, they are giving out names, they are going on media to say people have looted. Now, okay, PDP has countered with their own list. You know, so it's just the politicization of corruption, and some of us do not want to see this politicization of corruption in the leading up to 2019 election. What we want to see is policy discussions around what the APC has achieved from 2015 till now. and not coming to tell Nigerians that, oh, PDP looted the entire treasury, so we cannot work. So what have you done with the 3 years and the trust that they've given you?
What?
You know?
All right, Nnamdi, we'd love to talk some more, but thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Hopefully we'll have you back very, very soon.
Thanks for having me.